Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my top 10 beauty favorites for the months of May and June. I've kind of had like wedding brain and it's been hard to kind of get in the groove of getting back into talking about favorites and trying new products, but recently this past month I have really gotten into a lot of new stuff, and I just wanted to share with you what those things are and what were some of my favorites that carried on from April and May as well. Just a little disclaimer, I did kind of change up the background a little bit just for now. I'm just trying to get a different flow going on. I don't like staying stagnant and doing the same old background every time. I want to give you guys something a little bit interesting to look at. I mean, it's pretty much my bed and a awesome light up Marvel poster. At this point in time, I am not able to really have my own like beauty space, but I definitely am going to work towards that in the near future. So keep with me, and hopefully in a couple months I'll have a totally new setup for you guys to look at. Yeah, just a bit more of like a beauty sort of vibed space. So keep on the lookout for that, and let's go ahead and get into this favorites video. I've got skincare, I've got beauty, and I've got a little touch of hair care. Starting off with skincare, first things first is this. This is the Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Micellar Cleansing Water. As you can see, there is only a tiny bit left, and that basically means that I have gotten my money's worth. I have tried it to its fullest capacity and I have been loving it. Yeah, there's just so many things to say about this. I love how it doesn't burn my eyes when I am taking my makeup off and I'm using a cotton pad and I'm kind of gently removing the makeup around my eye area. Sometimes when I'm using the Garnier micellar water, it can start to get a little bit of irritation. My eyes tend to start burning at some point. This does not do that. This is really sensitive, like it says. With the Garnier micellar water, which has been in my favorites videos before because I really do like how well it gets your makeup off. With that micellar water, it leaves sort of like a weird film. It's not a super like heavy film, but just a little bit of like a chemically film on your face, and you feel like you kind of have to wash your face off after you've just taken your makeup off, which I mean you should, but some nights, I'm gonna tell you a little secret, some nights I'm bad and I just want to remove my makeup and go to bed. You know, just being completely honest, I don't do 100% skincare routine every single night. As long as I do it maybe every other night or every 2 nights or something, I do it several times within the week, but not every night. I feel like that's good enough, because for me, if I'm tired, if I just want to go to bed, if I'm in a rush, I just want to take my makeup off and go to bed, and I don't want to wake up or go to bed feeling like there's some sort of film or I don't know, there's something kind of left over that's a little bit sticky. I don't like that, and this does not do that. The only thing I will say is this was like $6, and it is significantly less product than the micellar cleansing water from Garnier. This is 6.7, and I think that's maybe, I don't even know, I'm totally guessing, maybe like double or triple the amount. This is not a lot for $6, so not only is it the same price as the Garnier, but it's a lot less. So it just depends on what you need and what you want. I will be purchasing this again. I will say I caved and bought the Garnier micellar water just because, I don't know, it's $6 for not a lot of product. I will always have this on hand. I might just switch between the both of them, but this one has definitely been a favorite of mine. I definitely like it above the Garnier one, but just for how much you're getting, I don't really know how worth it is in your opinion. My next skincare product is from First Aid Beauty, and it's the 5-in-1 eye cream. Basically, 5-in-1 means that it's smoothing, brightening, evens your tone of your under eyes, it nourishes, it moisturizes, and it says it's safe for sensitive skin, which, as you probably know if you watched any of my videos, I've said before that I do have pretty sensitive skin, and so the fact that it is good for sensitive skin is a definite plus for me. This is an under eye cream, so what I do is after I wash my face and I'm moisturizing at this point, I will use this as a moisturizer for my under eyes, and it's just really cooling and soothing, and I do feel like when I wake up my under eyes aren't quite as like dark. Like sometimes they can be kind of dark and purple in the inner corners, and with this, if I use this at night, I feel like it actually does kind of brighten up my under eye areas, which is crazy. I do think that it is worth the price that I paid for it. I've been loving that. All right, hair products. This is the Beyond the Zone Pro Formula Turn Up the Heat Flat Iron Protector. This is just like a sampler version of it, but I have been using, it's about down to here right now, and I've been absolutely loving this spray. I'm so incredibly picky about my heat protectant sprays for my hair. My hair is very long and very straight naturally, but you know, when I wake up, sometimes it gets kinks in it, and I do like to straight iron it to make it just nice and uniform. I usually keep my hair straight for the most part. A lot of times the heat protectant sprays that I use leave a residue on my hair. It feels kind of like greasy in a way, and I'm just not a big fan of that type of product, but this does not do that. It's weird. It's kind of like when you spray it, it leaves your hair feeling greasy. Like when you spray it before you straighten it, it does feel really greasy, but don't be scared. This is an amazing product. It does not leave your hair feeling greasy or looking greasy or anything like that at all. No residue. My hair is so light, so soft, and so incredibly straight. So this has been great because I don't feel like, I got a haircut, I don't even know, like maybe over a month ago. My hair doesn't feel like it needs it. My hair's soft. It doesn't have as many split ends as it normally does at this point in time, and I really do feel like it's super duper protecting my hair. That's the best way to describe it to you guys. You can get this at Sally Beauty Supply. I would highly recommend at least picking up a sampler version of it. This little guy right here is a great travel size, but I have absolutely been loving it. I will for sure be purchasing a big honkin' version of this. Alright, so on to beauty. My first beauty product that I've been so loving. This is the Photo Finish Primer Water. It's not the best mister, but I absolutely love like the smell. I love how it makes me feel super refreshed when I put this on, and I do feel like it does help my makeup too. It helps the powders sink in and not look like powders, and it brings back my glow when it might be kind of getting a little bit more dull throughout the day. I can't get enough of it. Alright, my next thing is lashes. These are the Ardell Faux Mink lashes. These in particular look really, really natural. They're not super thick or dramatic or anything like that. They just look super natural and wispy. I've actually got them on right now, if you can tell. They're literally so natural looking, and I think they're like $5.99 at Ulta, so not bad in price either. Okay, let's talk about liner. There's two liners that I have been obsessed with this month, and they are both NYX products actually. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. It was in my first impressions drugstore makeup video that I posted, I think maybe 2 months ago, so go check that video out if you haven't already. But this liner, I've been using it pretty much every single day. If I'm doing a wing, if I'm doing just a little tiny baby wing, if I'm just doing the black line, I've been wearing this every single day. It glides on so nicely, so evenly. This guy is super sharp and defined. It's a felt tip, but it's not one of those thick felt tips that don't budge. Like they're literally like so thick and they don't move as you're gliding it. This is felt, but it's also a brush tip applicator. It's kind of the best of both worlds in my opinion. You get the flexibility and the fluidity of the brush head, how you can kind of glide it on and move it in every direction that you may want it to go, but it's also a felt tip. At the base, it's sturdy, so it's not like just a straight liquid liner where it's kind of flimsy and it might be a little messy and hard to handle. It's really easy to handle, but it's also great for creating a really fluid and precise line. I absolutely love it. This product is also NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a turn on waterproof extreme shine eyeliner. Holy guacamole, that is the longest name I have ever heard for an eyeliner. I've got it on in my inner waterline. I've already had to sharpen it because I've used it so much lately. It glides on, it stays on. all the claims that it just said, that's what it does, and I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna throw in a blush that I have been loving. I got this blush like several months back, like 5-6 months back, in one of my Ipsy glam bags, and I have been obsessed with it lately because it's such a, I don't know, to me it's such a summer blush. This is the Mellow Cosmetics blush in the color Bronze. I'm wearing it today. It just, if you're not really like wanting a super like pinky or peachy or mauve-y blush, if you're not really feeling that, if you just want to look really all around bronzed, this is freaking bomb. I love it. It's also not like a bronzer bronze, if you know what I'm saying. It's got a little bit of a peachy undertone to it. I have been loving it. The next thing is the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. It is really good for making your lashes look more voluminous. I mean, that's what it is. It's a Lash Paradise Voluminous Mascara. It will volumize your lashes to no end. I'm surprised that I love it so much for under eyes too, because it's got, you know, a little bit more of a thick bristly wand than I usually like for my under eyes. I usually like a little bit more of like a thin precise brush to really kind of wiggle throughout, but this does the trick too, and I love it, and it doesn't get messy. And yes, the last thing is the Tarteist lip paint from Tarte, obviously, in the color Rosé. I have it on my lips right now. It is the most beautiful shade. I had a little sampler version of it, and it was in my last video I posted. I just had to go out and get the real, like, big daddy version of it. I love the packaging. I think it's just the rosy undertones. It goes really well with the rose undertones in my skin. But, I mean, I feel like it would look good on several different other skin tones as well. Also, I have to say, I absolutely love this formula. It is one of my favorite formulas of liquid lipsticks that I have tried, and I have tried several formulas, and this is in definitely my top 3. It glides on really easily. It's a very like thin consistency, so it glides on really smoothly, easily, precisely, but then it dries really quickly. So yeah, I absolutely love that product, as well as all these products. Last but not least, I am doing a giveaway. I'm gonna start doing this thing where all my favorites videos, I'm gonna have one thing from my favorites that I'm gonna be giving away to you guys. Okay, so from the 10 products I just talked about, I'm gonna be giving you one of those products away. And the product that was my absolute favorite product of the month, this NYX Epic Ink Liner. This one is brand new, never opened, never used. I'm going to be sending it out to one of my subscribers. I know it's not much, but hey, I'm going to be doing this in every giveaway video from like here on out. So like I said, stay tuned if you want to have the opportunity to get more free stuff. Alright, all you have to do to get this product is to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this mishmash favorites video from like the past 2 or 3 months. Like this video if you do, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.